Welcome to the Overtaxed Taxpayer channel. Many of you know me. I don't normally fearmonger. My channel is not a fear-mongering type of channel where I push fear in order to get ratings. But I'm urging you all today, get yourself some food. Get yourself a food storage long term. I would say at least 2 months worth of food for each member of your family. I want you to listen to something. Okay, I'm only able to play one of the stations here, but many of the stations, and you can find news articles of this, are reporting the same information. Please listen.
But here's one forecast that caught our eye. It's from The Atlantic. It's titled, "You're Likely to Get the Coronavirus." The piece quotes extensively a Harvard epidemiologist. The article describes him as a cautious professional, the kind of person who...
Harvard, okay? So it's not some right wing, it's not a left wing, although Harvard is left wing. This is Harvard now. I won't interrupt you no longer.
Carefully considers every word and then backs it with data. What the professor told the magazine is this, quote, "I think the likely outcome is that coronavirus will ultimately not be containable." He went on to predict that in the next year, 40 to 70% of the people on Earth will be infected with coronavirus. Now, not all of them will become ill. Many, he says, will be asymptomatic or feel no worse than they do with a cold. But nevertheless, 70% of the world's population is a big number. In fact, it's 5.4 billion people. Currently, the coronavirus appears to kill about 2% of the people who have it. So let's be generous for a moment and imagine that asymptomatic carriers are not detected and the real death rate is only, say, 0.5%. That would be 1/4 of the current estimates. Even under that scenario, there would still be 27 million deaths from coronavirus globally. In this country, more than 1 million would die.
Had one news outlet just reported this, I would have said, But multiple news organizations are reporting this. And I made a video, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago about the coronavirus being allowed to enter into this country via airlines coming from Japan and China, landing in LAX. Just a little sidebar here. It's just reported that one of the workers at LAX has just come down with the coronavirus. She tested positive, or he, I don't know who it was, tested positive. But that's besides the point. It is slowly growing throughout the United States, although I gotta admit, it's getting through the other countries first, faster. So I really do hope we can contain this. But imagine this, back to the food storage, and it could be any type of shit hit the fan situation. Back to the food storage. How would you like to go to a grocery store the day that everybody needs their food? They need it now. How would you like to battle the traffic within the store, the hostilities, the empty shelves, the threat of being around people who are also sick, the threat of leaving the store after you hopefully obtained your food and not being robbed of it on your way to your car. Providing that, again, there's food on the shelves left by the time you get there. You're putting yourself in harm's way. But not only that, the family that's waiting in home, they rely on you to return. Even empty-handed without food, they rely on your return for their survival. Do you want to do that to your family? This coronavirus, I think it originated in China, and it's in the Middle East right now. I'm hearing cases as far as Switzerland, Canada. It's all over, and it's also reported that it's underreported. A lot of people are downplaying it. Now we're starting to hear cases in the United States. Now I'm hoping I'm wrong. And I'm hoping that that food that you buy, that long-term food storage that I'm recommending everybody get in case of this sort of thing, I hope that food doesn't have to be used in the case of an emergency. Worst case scenario, you eat the food after this situation passes, or you give the food away to a charity. But I just want you to think about the ramifications of this happening, or something like this happening. At first, it was just a few cases. Now people in the airports who had to be around other people are getting sick. Imagine that. You go to the grocery store, put yourself in harm's way, only to find empty shelves, but oops, around other sick people. Then you bring it home to your family. I just want everybody, get out, buy some food. I'm not saying that you need to go out and buy 2 months worth of food now. I'm saying get out, buy an extra day's worth of food or an extra 2 days worth of food every time you go out shopping for the next month. Get a bunch of food. Get some rice, some pasta, something that's going to stick to the ribs and fill people up. Some cans of tuna. I love going to Costco. Walmart's also good. Those are excellent places to buy in bulk. Those Mountain House cans of food, granted, they're extremely expensive. Some of them are $30, $35. They'll feed 2 people calorically, they say, meaning that's enough calories per day to feed 2 people for 3 days. Some of those cans. So consider your Mountain Houses. Also, I think I got 40 cans of Mountain House canned foods and pantry. What's that? Pantry Select brand of freeze dried. 40 cans, 40 times for 2 people. I almost got, 2 or 3 months worth of food. We'll just say 2 months worth of food just in my Mountain House. I have tons of tubs, orange and white tubs full of pastas and beans, rices, lentils, black beans, sugars. That's just in my tubs alone. I got 3 tubs, 70 pounds apiece, with red wheat berries from the Mormon farms up in Utah. 70 pounds. It's 210 pounds worth of wheat I can be making bread with if I had to. Please, folks, consider your options, regardless if this is a false alarm. If we get our food now, we never have to leave our house when everybody's out there fighting each other. We'll never have to put ourselves nor our family in harm's way. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, excuse me. No, I don't have the coronavirus. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for the safety. And like I said, worst case scenario, you give it away. Anyway, I gotta run. I hope you do something for you and your family in the upcoming few weeks. And keep an eye on the news. And by the way, don't take it from me. I always tell you people, I'm just some average guy on YouTube. Do your own research. You don't even have to go to this website here that I'm at right now. Just type in 70% coronavirus into Google and look at all the news articles. Stuff that the mainstream media, most of them, are not reporting. I gotta run, folks. Take care of yourself.